Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the shop. Today we're going to work on a Ryobi line trimmer. It's just one that's been sitting back here. I got a whole pile of them. I need to start working through them. So I'll get you spun around and we'll take a look at what we got. Okay, this is the first one right here. It's a Ryobi. I took the air filter cover off. No air filter. It's got a screen. It won't prime. It's got a little bit of gas in it. About a third of a tank. I squirted some gas in and it hit. Let's see if we can maybe get it to... Give it a little gas. Choked. These you don't hold the trigger down. Okay, fiddle with the choke, got it to run a little bit. See if things are loosening up. Try it again here, just with its own. Try half choke. Well, it's trying. I get a little hit on choke. Yep, looks like a carburetor. So, I'll bring you over here, I'll get a little closer and you can watch me take it off. Yep. Built up a little tank pressure there. Let's roll it up on its side. And enhance you a little here. There we go. Just got a little Z-bend here on the side, in the hole right there. Okay, that's all there is to it. Set that off the side. Kind of clean our mess up. All right. I'll give that a little bit of a clean off. It's not too bad. A little dirty there. And then we'll get it over here on the bench and tear it down. See what's wrong with it. Okay, we got it on the rebuild stand. We'll go ahead and take this primer off. That bolt screw was loose. Primer ball feels okay. It's a little discolored. The little check valve looks pretty good. The pump diaphragm's a little distorted. There's a little bit of stuff on the micro screen. See if I can get that out of there. I don't know if you'll ever be able to see that. Come on, focus. Anyway, there's some crap in the screen. So, let's flip her over and we'll do the metering side. This is a looks like aftermarket RUI Ruing something, I don't know. Ryobi carburetor, I don't know. RUI. Yeah, I can't see many numbers on it. Kind of looks like a, I don't know, maybe a Zama. Maybe a Zama clone or something. I don't know if this has ever been worked on or not. It could be yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'll show you the plate when I get it off here. Maybe we can get it to focus in on it. Them screws feel like they got Loctite in it. They're kind of hard all the way out. Screws have been messed with. Boy, they're tight. Okay, here's that. Maybe if I back this off a little bit, it'll focus a little better on it. I don't know, maybe you can see that. Here, maybe. Anyway, that's what it is. It looks like RUI, then it's got a little kind of square, and then ING. I don't know. The metering diaphragm's all distorted. Oh yeah. So that's a mess. Metering diaphragm might be a little low. Gasket kind of tore up. tiny needle valve's kind of hard to keep a hold of. There, we got it. Lucky find. Alright, I'm going to look through my kits and see if I got a kit for it. And then we'll kind of clean her up and okay, be right back. Alright, I looked through all my kits, found a Zema. It's this is a gasket and diaphragm kit, GND13, and it's got the metering diaphragm and the pump. I'll still have to use the old micro screen. Well, let's see if we can find us a new bulb, make it look a little better. I buy those in bulk. So there's a nice new one. Get that new. And then I believe they have these little check valves for the pump, for the purge valve. So we'll put a new one of them on. So we got the kit. And that. Here's the little tiny deal. We'll replace this one here, this black one. I think these will be fine. You clean up this pump base. Alright, let that dry off. We'll go ahead and put our needle, spring, and stuff back in here. Get you zoomed in here a little bit and see what I'm doing. There you go. So we'll pick up our little lever arm right there. Kind of at a bad angle here. You're watching right into my hand. Put the spring in the hole. Kind of a tight little area. Tighten that down. Check and make sure our spring's lined up on the little indent. And I believe this is supposed to be flush. We're just a little low. Yep, just a little low. There we go, perfect. Okay. Gasket. Diaphragm. Cover.
I say they feels like there's been Loctite or something on those screws. There we go. Okay, there's that. Then we need the micro screen. Find something to poke that in with. Okay. Put the diaphragm on. Gasket. I'm going to put just a little bit of Seal Glide on this check valve, just to help it go in the hole. So that looks pretty good. Kind of hold the throttle open with the choke. Okay. Okay, there's that. All right, let's go see if we can get this put on and make it run a little better. All right, let's get this back together. So we'll go ahead and hook up the little Z-bend here. There's only one hole in the throttle control, so we'll just hook that up right there. The gasket stayed on, so we don't have to mess with that. So the bottom one, like that. That one went there like that. Push those up. Okay. We'll clean this air filter plate off. Alright, I got that cleared off, or cleaned off. So we'll go ahead and slip it on. A couple of 10mm bolts. throttle travel's a little off on it. Just some of the slack out of the throttle cable. Yeah, looks like it's getting full throttle now. I drained the gas out of it. Wasn't much in it. So let's get us a gas can and we'll put some gas in that. Let's check that fuel filter first. Looks pretty good. All right. Get some fresh gas in it. Okay. Clean out the vent cap. The vent looks like it's pretty dirty. Let's see if it'll prime up now. Yeah, there we're getting some fuel. Get this where you guys can see. But I got fuel in the ball now. So we'll give it a little choke. Switch is on. Sure my hand doesn't hit anything. All right, let's see what it does. Not idling well. Okay. to run good. The kill button doesn't stop it though. So we're going to tear into that. Okay, I sprayed some contact cleaner down that switch and worked it a little bit, and it's starting to work now. So we'll go ahead and put this latch back there, the trigger back together. All right. Seems to be working okay. Throttle's working. Okay, let's see if this thing will fire up. Still don't know about the air cleaner. Have to look around, see if it needs an air cleaner. And it looks like I got a little bit of fuel leak right here. Yeah, the fuel lines are kind of smashed down where they went through the tank. I'll pull them up just a little bit. Got quite a bit in the tank. Okay, choke. Switch is off. Plug the switch in. Okay, here we go. We'll prime. Okay, and the switch turns off. Do one more time. All right, that one's done. Do a little cleanup on it, and we will go on to the next one. Looks like I need to rewind the head on it. So first one, carb refresh, and the on-off switch, and then I've got to research for the carburetor, for the air filter. All right, it's just about dinner time. We'll get into another one here after dinner. All right, let's get back on this Ryobi weed whacker. I put the new bump knob on, and I got these little rubber tank mounts. We'll go ahead and put that on. So all right, I think I've only got one missing. Yeah, it looks like it's missing right here. I think if I get the back plate off this right here, it'll loosen that up. I can just slip it right in there. So I think that's 25. We sure like these snap-on nanos. They are so slick for doing these small engines. And I think I can just slip that right in there. There we go. Okay, that'll tighten that up. Okay. All right, she's a runner. We'll go ahead and put that out in the shed until next spring. All right, we got that Ryobi weed whacker done. It's a pretty simple little job. We'll go ahead and put that out in the shed now and wait for spring, and then we'll put it up for sale. So I appreciate you coming along, and if you enjoyed these videos, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we'll catch you on the next video. Have a great day.